I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
And we are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
Cream spinach. This is pretty easy little dish to do. You can do it with frozen or fresh spinach. I have fresh spinach. So I'm melting my butter in my skillet here. And then I'm going to add my shallots, which are a milder onion basically. Now I'm going to saute them until they're nice and tender. And then I'm going to add in my minced garlic. And then cook it for about 1 minute. And then I'll add in my cheese, heavy cream, and my salt and pepper. And then after that, cooks for about 10 minutes and gets fairly thick. Then I'll add in my spinach and stir it and coat it all. And then it's done. So I'm going to let this get nice and hot here before I put my shallots in. I can see the butter starting to bubble, so I think it's good to put my shallots in. This will take a few minutes here. They're pretty finely chopped. I dice them up pretty fine, so it shouldn't take just but a few minutes for them to saute up soft enough. I'm going to let that sit for a minute and warm up and come up to a good, nice, hot temp. And then I'll stir it around for a minute or two until it gets nice and tender. And then we'll bring the rest together. Hey y'all, these shallots are nice and tender. I'm going to add in the garlic and cook that for about 1 minute. You don't want to cook it too long. And then I will add in the rest of the seasons and the heavy cream. So I'm going to let this garlic get nice and fragrant here. The garlic is nice and fragrant and sauteed in here. I'm going to add my heavy cream. And this is going to take probably about 10 minutes for it to come up to temp and thicken up. Salt and pepper. And I'm just going to slowly stir this together here. And let it come up to temp, and once it starts to boil, then I'll let it go for like 10 minutes. Then I'll add my cheese, let that melt, and then I'll put my spinach in, and then we're good to go. Hey y'all, I am back. This is thick enough. And the way I know it is if I take my wooden spoon and I take my finger down and it doesn't go back. It kept a clean sweep across it. So right now I'm going to put my cheese in. This is shredded Parmigiano-Reggiano. And and I'm gonna let that melt for a second here. Only take a second for it to start melting. Okay, my cheese is melted. So now I'm gonna add in my spinach, my fresh spinach. And then I will stir it around to coat it. Okay, I'm gonna add in the rest of this spinach. It's a big old container, but it just wilts down to half the size, maybe quarter of the size, somewhere around in there. And I'll keep stirring this just to make sure I coat every little bit of the spinach. You can do this with fresh spinach or you can do it with frozen. If you do it with frozen, make sure that you thaw it out and you strain it, you know, get all the liquid out of it, squeeze it until all the liquid is gone, because spinach does hold a lot of liquid. So especially in frozen spinach, you will get a lot of liquid when it's thawing. So you need to make sure that you drain it very well in a colander. Okay, everything is coated very well here. I'm going to let it simmer for 1 to 2 minutes or so, not very long, because it's spinach is very tender leaf, so it does not take it very long to warm all the way through, and then it'll be ready to be put in a container to serve with the rest of our food. All right, we'll see you in our next video. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
We're two sisters Southern Cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.